Welcome back to the Club Calling Show, brought to you by Sky Bet. If you want to get involved and chat some gas with Rory and me, click the link down below, join our Discord. We've got a huge Liverpool fan first. Carl, how you doing, mate?
Hello, boys. You all right?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you?
Superb.
Yeah, I'm all right. Weekend wasn't the best against Palace. It's awful display, defending, just not pressing, not wanting it enough.
Wow.
It's just, it wasn't good enough. With the team that we've got, if you look at it on paper, it is one of the best teams in the league by a long way. Arsenal, City, Chelsea on paper is good as well. But you know, we should be beating Palace. I know they've got a good team and an excellent manager, but we should be beating them. Just they didn't want it enough. They didn't want to win. It's like there was just too lackadaisy about it. I watched Rory's video this morning about saying don't panic, and I agree to an extent. But Konate worries me a lot.
Wow.
We should have gone all out for Mark Gay. We should have. He's got too many mistakes in him, and he looks like his head's at Real Madrid already before he's even left.
Carl, is it not fair to say that the way that you set up, the way that you play, and the way that you're going to have to accrue points this season, you were never going to go unbeaten? So you've played 6, you've won the first 5, you've now lost. As long as you bounce back and win the next 2, win the next 3, get back to winning ways, ultimately, this is the kind of season that you're going to have, because in order to go unbeaten, you have to want to go unbeaten. You have to protect draws. You saw from Chiesa's reaction when you got back into the game at Palace that you're not trying to secure a point. You're trying to win a game. This is just a pitfall. This is just a pitfall of your desire to accrue maximum points.
I understand that, but I think there's a way to lose, and we played awful in the first half, really poorly by Liverpool standards. As I said, when you look at that team, they should have wanted it so much more and played so much better. The passing was off, the pressing. They didn't play as a team. Like they played like individuals. It's like there wasn't a collective.
Can I ask you about the left-hand side for Liverpool, mate, in terms of Florian Wirtz? Obviously, started on the left. I'm looking at Diaz in Germany. I think he's got 5 goals, 5 assists for Bayern Munich already. And whatever you say about his qualities and products, he works incredibly hard. He gives you balance on the left.
Great player.
Are you concerned about the left-hand side for Liverpool, let alone the right-hand side where Salah's struggling? But what's that left-hand side looking like for you lot?
I think since we lost Mane and you had Andy Robertson, that link-up play was brilliant. And then Robbo got it with Diaz to an extent as well. Now, we've shipped on Diaz. We've got Cody in there, who's doing a great job when he comes in. But because then we've got Ekatike, who can also play on the left. And then he tries to put Wirtz out there on the left. But for me, Wirtz is more of like a cam. So like playing just behind your striker, say like a Bobby Firmino role. He needs to be further up the field. He's sitting too deep for me. He's very good on the ball, but he's too deep when he gets the ball. So then he gets caught in possession.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good shout. It's a very good shout.
But do you know what? And this is why I love this show. But as much as I understand your concern, it doesn't really resonate with me. Like you've dropped points for the first time this season. Yeah, you've lost a game for the first time this season. But let's just actually analyse it. You've been flawless throughout the league in terms of results. And now you've lost to a really good team, a team that have gone unbeaten for 18 games. One of the best managers in the world. Forget the league. Oliver Glasner is one of the best managers in the world. This is one of the hardest games that you will play. You've gone away to a team that are unbeaten in 18, to one of the best managers in the world, to one of the most raucous stadiums in the country. You lost. Okay, game over. You don't go to Selhurst Park again this season. As long as you bounce back to winning ways, as long as you get, say, a positive result against us next week, I think this is just a pitfall of your season. You're not going to go unbeaten. You are going to lose. You're always going to lose. If I offered you played 6, won 5, lost 1, you would have taken it at the beginning of the season, wouldn't you?
Oh, 100%, yeah. 100%. I think it's just the way we got beat, Rory. Like, it was the manner in which they played.
Yeah, you were well beaten. You were well beaten, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And I think a team of our calibre, on paper, it should have played better for me.
I think sometimes you've got to just acknowledge Mateta, Munoz, Wharton, Glasner. They're just a wicked team.
But the way Liverpool lost the imbalances, the lack of form from Salah, the lack of form from Konate, the lack of form from Florian Wirtz. There's 5 or 6 big pitfalls, and they should have dropped points to Newcastle, really, and dropped points to Bournemouth. And now they justifiably won those games, but
maybe even Burnley.
Yeah.
Okay, but
they're winning games like
question.
It's April. This is early in the season.
Just to finish this, and I'm going to ask you both the same question. Do you believe Liverpool beat us? Do you believe Liverpool beat Chelsea on the weekend?
Yeah.
Cole, do you believe Liverpool beat Chelsea on the weekend?
If we turn up, Rory, yeah, I do.
So and I sadly think that we'll get beat. So there's unanimous Liverpool victory here, which suggests that Palace is out of the way and normal service will be resumed. Cole, you'll have to give us a bell next week.
I will, mate. Yeah, thanks a lot for that.
Great to chat to you, mate. Great to chat to you. Thank you so much for your time. Great call to start.
Thanks, lads.
Great call.
It was a realistic call.
Yeah,
There's a lot of Liverpool
really
fans gas themselves up. I think they're a touch overrated. They've got a lot of work to do.
We shall see. Should we dive straight back into the phone lines?
We got Hanif, big Arsenal fan. How are you, mate?
Hanif.
I'm doing well. How are you guys all doing?
Oh, mate, I'm superb.
I'm superb. I'm not superb, actually. I'm the opposite of superb.
No, you're hungover.
Yeah. What's the opposite of superb? It's me.
Hungover.
Yeah, that's me. Hanif, what are you thinking about that victory? I knew Hanif would call today. You know, the second
they're always on the blower, aren't they?
96 minute. He wasn't going to call on the 95th minute. 95th minute and 57 seconds, he wasn't going to call. 96 minute, he gives us a ring straight away. Go on, Hanif. The floor is yours.
The win last night against Newcastle is probably Mikel Arteta's greatest win at Arsenal since he's come.
Over Real Madrid.
I agree.
The Real Madrid win, in hindsight, was almost meaningless because we didn't go on to win the competition. We go on to win the Champions League after that win against Madrid. It holds so much more value.
What about the FA Cup final? How about that? The most historic cup competition in the history of football.
Wasn't his team.
There was something.
And he can't take credit. He can't take credit for that.
If you manage a team,
do you know what? Do you know why Hanif might be onto something here? Hanif might be onto something, and here's my reasoning as to why. The FA Cup, obviously historic, obviously more symbolic, but it wasn't quite the win. It wasn't as difficult, or bad. They were a good team with Damian. It was Emery's team, whatever. I can kind of see the angle. Equally, the 2 wins against Real Madrid, whilst being sensational, it went Arsenal's way, really. Like, they smashed them. The free kicks went in. It was all going their own way. I always think managers define themselves not when things are going their way. Like, even when things weren't going their way in the Bernabeu, Saka missed a penalty. They weren't losing. They were never losing the tie. This result at St James's Park, a stadium that they haven't won in for their last 3 visits, it was not going their way, and they dug in. They were resilient, and they found an answer. And that, to me, is management far more than getting your noses in front with a beautiful free kick.
They had to capitalise after Liverpool.
Yeah, they had to. They had to. The pressure was on them, and they answered it. I kind of agree with you, Hanif, it's the first time I've ever said that sentence in my life.
After Liverpool dropping points, there was definitely pressure on Arsenal to capitalise on that. But it's a statement win in the sense of it shows all the teams in the league, especially Liverpool, that Arsenal truly are serious about winning the league. Arteta, before now, in his games, up until now, the City game, the Liverpool game, even to some degree the win against Port Vale, starting Saka and Saliba, he showed his fear. He's scared. Scared of losing his job, going trophyless again, losing in competitions early. You could see the fear. Starting 3 defensive midfielders in a winnable game is poor. He's evolved.
I think you're right. I think you're right, because the other thing that it's done is it's alerted Liverpool to the fact that there's major pressure on them. So when the next time that the score is 2-2 and they enter the last minute, maybe they don't find a winner or maybe they concede, maybe they get twitchy, maybe they're worried because they know that they can hear hooves, they can hear Arsenal galloping behind them. Maybe it's going to put pressure on them. Hanif, I can't believe this. I kind of agree with you.
Hanif, are you going to win the league title this season?
It's September. It's still really early to say. I'm confident that we can definitely push Liverpool all the way, but it's going to be tough. I'll watch Rory's video that came out earlier today. It's going to go down to, Arsenal could get 95 points and still not win the league this season. Like, it could be that rough.
It's not that good a league. City aren't there. Liverpool aren't that good. No one's going to get... I think if you win the league title with 90 points, I think that'll get over the line.
90 points won't win the league this year,
I think it will.
Do you think?
100%.
Yeah.
They're nowhere near 94. Liverpool are nowhere near getting 95 points this season. Guarantee. And City aren't, for sure. I'm not saying City will.
No, I think...
If Arsenal rock up with 91 points, they win the league this season.
Disagree.
And they beat Liverpool at the Emirates.
I disagree. Hanif, do you think Eze and Odegaard have to start for the foreseeable after that?
100%. You know, people have always had questions about Odegaard, especially after that season. But he showed himself in those last 10 minutes, that pass to Lewis Skelly when he crossed into the box and got saved by Nick Pope. And the assist. The winning assist was by Martin Odegaard. He came on the pitch, instant impact.
Yeah, you can't argue with it. Hanif, this might be your best performance on the club. Usually you're a maniac.
Yeah, my friends always say I come onto the club and I start spewing.
No, usually you're a maniac, but maybe we have to just preface this as well by acknowledging I'm not in a great headspace at the moment. I'm all over the place, but I agree with basically everything you've said. Do you, Buvey? What's going on? This is a weird world.
I agree.
Hanif, you're 10 out of 10, mate. Man of the match performance from you. Call back next week and go mad again. Hanif was bang on. I can't believe I'm saying those words, but he was bang on.
Yeah, they're a good side, Arsenal. They've got mentality. They're far more balanced defensively. We can debate if it's centre-backs that win you league titles or attackers. Obviously, it's a mixture of all of the components. But Arsenal have got more fit defenders. They got Saliba, Gabriel. Mosquera's fantastic. A great keeper. Liverpool look thin.
Yeah,
don't they defensively?
Yeah,
the fullbacks aren't quite clicking.
I kind of know what you mean.
If they don't win it now, they're never going to win it, are they? They're ready to go. They're ready to go, Roars. Come on. You spent hundreds of millions of pounds here. Come on, they're ready to go, aren't they?
You're a convincing man. Also, I'm feeling very fragile and frail, so I can't fight you.
They're ready to go.
Okay. Well, let's go back to the phone line, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. Dom, big Man United fan.
Dom, how are you, sir? You are live on the club.
How's it going?
Good, man. Oh, yeah, we've spoken to you before, haven't we, Dom?
Dom, what's your question today?
My point is, I don't think it's controversial, but people might think it is. I think it's common sense, and it should be common knowledge that N'Golo Kanté is a better midfielder than Gerrard.
I agree. Different midfielders, that's the issue.
Different midfielders. Steven Gerrard was a masterful footballer, though. How highly do you rate Gerrard, Dom?
I think he's a good midfielder, but I think he's a little bit... he's a bit overrated. Like, he couldn't get over the line a few times. Like, obviously he did the Champions League, but like with England, he never really pushed them over the line, and with the Liverpool team as well, never really pushed them over the line to win the title. He even cost their team a title.
That's gas, Dom. With all due respect, I appreciate the opinion, because you could say Kanté's better than Gerrard, but Gerrard had the same issues Rooney had with England, or Beckham, or John Terry,
any
or any
English
player that generation.
Any Englishman.
He was the best player in two different World Cups for England.
I wouldn't say he cost his team a title as well.
Dom, I think what we can do here is celebrate N'Golo Kanté if you wish, and then perhaps you could conclude that he's better than Gerrard if you so wish. But I can't really get on board with any slander to Gerrard.
I'm not slandering Gerrard.
Steven Gerrard as an artist, an icon, a true great of the game, and I just don't agree with this.
No, he's one of the greatest midfielders ever from this country.
From any country.
I put him ahead of Brian Robson in terms of England midfielders. He's ahead of Brian Robson for me.
I'll just say my points first.
Okay.
Will I say my points?
Yeah, no. This is the beauty. This is the beauty of the club, Dom. We like this. Disagreeing with you isn't problematic. This is the point of what we do.
Free speech, baby.
Free speech, baby.
My main point to get, if you really want to get into it, I think Kanté is better defensively than Gerrard is offensively.
Maybe.
N'Golo Kanté won a Premier League with a worse team. He won a World Cup with a worse team, a Champions League with a worse team, and I'll say he won one of the most iconic Premier League titles of all time.
I agree.
I think N'Golo Kanté should be one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, and it shouldn't even be debated, I think.
I think N'Golo Kanté is undoubtedly a great of the game, one of the best to have ever done it, and at what he did, probably better than anyone to have done it. But I don't think he's a more complete footballer than Steven Gerrard, do you?
I wouldn't say complete, but that doesn't mean better.
Yeah, because he's so good at one unique asset, which is winning the ball and controlling a game through his physicality. And that is a very minimalist way of talking about how good Kanté was on the ball as well. But ultimately, Kanté won Leicester City a league title. He took it to Chelsea. Then he gave them their second ever Champions League. And he gave France, an average France side for a few of the players there, unlocked Pogba, etc., a World Cup. I don't know if Gerrard does all those things. Does Gerrard win Leicester City the Premier League title?
I mean, he didn't win Liverpool the title, so possibly not. But Steven Gerrard is one of the most gifted footballers that I've ever had the privilege of watching. I think he's, in terms of the Kanté comparison, it's very difficult to argue because of the trophy accumulation and whatever. But if you compare, who do you think is a better player, Dom? Rodri or Gerrard?
Talent-wise, definitely Gerrard, but I think consistency-wise, I'd say Rodri. I'd say to play at a level, like not make a mistake for an entire season is quite ridiculous. But like Gerrard's peak is definitely far higher than Rodri's.
Who do you think are the three best midfielders in the Premier League era?
I can't argue against Kanté, to be honest. His accolades,
Okay.
what he's done in the game, I can't argue there.
Okay, so in no particular order, Kanté is in.
I'd like to put De Bruyne in.
Okay. Kanté, De Bruyne, and
last one you could really put anyone, but I'm a United fan. I'm going to say Scholes.
Not Scholes for me.
I think it's
Scholes isn't better than Gerrard.
no, or Lampard.
Yeah.
I prefer Lampard to Scholes for sure.
Would you say Scholes? Would you say Gerrard's better than De Bruyne?
I think Gerrard's better than Scholes. I think Gerrard's better than De Bruyne. I think Gerrard's. I really do. I really do.
Oh, that's tough.
I think Gerrard's better than Rodri. I think Gerrard's better than.
I just wish we'd see him in a Pep Guardiola side. I wish we'd see him at
Gerrard's
Chelsea,
possibly,
Jose Mourinho.
Gerrard is possibly the most naturally gifted midfielder that England have ever
Gerrard's
had.
number one for me. Gerrard's number one for me in the history of the Premier League. Number one. And De Bruyne goes in there somewhere. Kanté, 100%.
Also, Steven Gerrard was adept at playing deep in midfield. He was adept at playing just off Fernando Torres. He ended up at right back at various points.
Centre back
He was
really
an
early.
absolute
Yeah.
great, true great. I can't. Dom, I've enjoyed your call. It's great.
It is a little bit of United bias to kind of put him down. I'm trying my best to.
No, you've
really,
succeeded as well. You've succeeded. Also, you didn't allow your bias to like totally permeate your point because you went with somebody that didn't play for Manchester United.
Yeah.
But I think you've actually managed to achieve the impossible, which is make me and Buvey agree with one another. It's a great call.
Not really talked about in the mainstream because Kante's a little bit humble. He wouldn't put himself out there to like get the accolades, but I think he should be in around all the arguments. For
Kante's
best midfielder.
all-timer. He's that good. That's why I think he's above Gerrard. He's an all-timer in the history of football.
The achievements of Kanté, no doubt, but at a very particular skill, Kanté was better than Gerrard. But Gerrard overall was
more well-rounded.
He was immense.
Yeah.
He was immense. One of the most total footballers we've ever had. So I do disagree, Dom, but I do massively appreciate your call, as does Buvey. Thank you so much for getting in touch.
No worries.
Right,
Cheers.
let's hear you, mate. We'll speak to you again soon, I do hope. Good call. Interesting.
That was
debate.
really
interesting discussion.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the phone lines now. Speak to Mufasa. Mufasa, what's Buvey's opinion on Pep's arc on goalkeepers?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I'm from New York. How are you guys doing?
Yes,
superb.
mate. The NYC, the concrete city.
How you doing, mate?
So I'm doing good.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, what do you think about Pep going a full circle moment where he started his career in Man City by letting go of Joe Hart? That even though he's a very good showstopper, he's not good with his feet, and now he has Donnarumma, who's very similar to that. And like, what do you think about it? And also, I feel like Yaya Touré should not have let go without having a big statue in his in Etihad, which he did not have, and he was wrong.
I agree with that. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
I didn't hear you the first time, and I thought that you were going to say De Bruyne. If we're building statues for Man City players, Man City midfielders, is Yaya Touré not a touch overrated in terms of what he did for
If you
City?
do it chronologically, it has to be Yaya before De Bruyne. There's no De Bruyne without Yaya. Everything Guardiola built is on Yaya's back.
But De Bruyne was there for such a long period of time.
I know.
Yaya Touré was burned incredibly bright and one of the best midfielders when he was one of the best midfielders. But how many years?
He's just left, hasn't he? Sometimes statues are chronological, aren't they?
No, but as a fan,
for me, Yaya is more fundamental to City than De Bruyne.
So if you were commissioning a statue,
Yaya,
more
all day.
Gosh, I'm mistaken then because
if he doesn't score against Stoke City, if he doesn't score against Manchester United, if he doesn't score against Newcastle United in the Aguero season, we're talking about league titles and FA Cups that never existed, and it delays the success that I'm sure was going to come anyway. It's all down to Yaya
Touré. De Bruyne was phenomenal for you for about a decade. Yaya Touré was phenomenal for you for
7 years, 6 years, 7 years. Yeah.
Okay. I learn. I like these chats. Mufasa's a Man City fan. He's come on and said it's It's Touré. You've backed it up. I'm incorrect here. I would have thought it would have been kind of De Bruyne, David Silva, but maybe I'm wrong.
You're right in some regard for sure.
What do you think, Buvey, to Mufassa's point about the goalkeepers?
He said Joe Hart. That's the issue. I think if Joe Hart was Donnarumma level, then I think there'd be a debate about not letting him go. But he never was. I love Joe Hart. He was a top level, underrated keeper in the Premier League, but he was never world class, was he? Donnarumma's the best keeper of his generation by a country mile, playing for AC Milan at 16 years old. Just won the treble. So sometimes in life, you're not going to replace Ederson. You might as well just go for the basics to the highest level possible. You're not going to replace Aguero with a silky Argentine striker. Let's get Erling Haaland in, the best you can possibly get. It's not always about matching philosophically. You're not always going to be able to do that. Go and get the best keeper possible. And that's what he's done. Donnarumma's outstanding, mate. What are your thoughts on Donnarumma, Mufasa?
Yeah, I think that's fairly true. And even in the overlap, I think last week they were very shocked to know that Donnarumma is only 26. Everybody thought he's way older. So being a 26-year-old who has won everything almost, so yeah, that's very promising. And you
26 years old, and he's not. And people say about passing out from the back. I think you can make alterations to that. You're not every keeper, not even Alisson can drive a ball 40, 50 yards like Ederson could and get an assist. I think Donnarumma can play a simple ball into centre back. You can be a bit more secure about it and play out in a simple way. He's a top level keeper.
What do you think, Mufasa, about Man City so far this season? Haaland, Doku, Foden.
It looks very good now, and it's everybody is like mashing up. They have a very good balance now. And one other thing I would like to add about Donnarumma is I think he has very good leadership skills too. Like every time he gets a pass back from either, let's say, Kusanov or Nico Riley, he applauds them while receiving it. So I think he has very good leadership skills where he could tell them like, hey, these are Champions League big games and how to keep calm.
He gives us aura already.
Yes, definitely.
It's not easy to buy aura. It's not easy. You can go with the Robert Sanchez approach. I'm sure he's a good keeper on the analytics board or whatever. But Donnarumma gives you mentality. You can't buy mentality.
Presence.
Yeah, he's world class. I think he's best keeper in the world.
I don't think it's an extreme thing to say. Great call, Mufasa. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Another great call. We've been flying with calls.
Superb. We're going to move on to the voice notes now.
Hey guys, my name is Kyle. I am an Everton supporter from Boise, Idaho. My question for you guys is, does Ben White need saving from Arsenal? Mikel Arteta has not used Ben White in the last couple games, unused substitute, and Jurrien Timber obviously has that right back spot locked down. So does Ben White need to get saved from Arsenal, go out on loan? Everton are in desperate need for a right back. Jake O'Brien's been fine, but I think that could be a good fit, especially if Ben White is gunning for a position on the England national team for the World Cup. I know he hasn't shown interest previously, but again, I just think it'd be a good fit. Obviously, Ben White feels like he's getting the Kieran Tierney, Aaron Ramsdale, and a Gabriel Jesus treatment where Arteta says, oh, yeah, he's in our plans, and then never seen from again. Interested to see your guys' thoughts. Thanks.
That's a good question. I think Ben White, I don't think he cares that much. I think someone like Jack Grealish wanted to play football. He loves playing football. I think Ben White wouldn't mind sitting on the bench a little bit and playing Champions League football, playing League Cup football for now, and seeing where he is in February. Because we don't know about Jurrien Timber. He hasn't got the best injury record in the world, come back from a major injury. Yeah. He's been superb, by the way.
This is the thing. I don't necessarily think that was a great voice note as well. It's an interesting discussion, but I don't necessarily think that he is being given the Aaron Ramsdale treatment. I just think that it's a squad game. Jurrien Timber has been better. Ben White needs to fight for his place. If Arsenal season goes as they hope it will, there'll be 60 games up for grabs, so he will certainly play.
Yeah. You'd rather be at Arsenal than Everton as a defender. It's different if you're Jack Grealish or a Maverick.
The only difference for Ben White is there was a time when he was so good.
He still is.
But he's not so good anymore because he's not playing. And he's not so good anymore because Timber's better than him. Like, there was a time. I don't think this is an extreme thing to say, Booth. He was Arsenal's best player.
Yeah, I know. I still think he's at a very, very high level. It just says a lot about Skelly was their best player last season for large part. He's on the bench.
Do you know the difference for Ben White? He doesn't particularly... You know, for a lot of players, you'd go, they're desperate. It's a World Cup year. It's a World Cup year. I don't think he's too bothered that it's a World Cup year.
No. He'll be wondering, I'm a centre-back, actually. I don't think he wants to be a right-back either.
Yeah, he can be such a good player, though.
He's
a great player for Arsenal to have in the squad. And I think that Mikel Arteta will appreciate having him there. Good call. Good question. Good voice note. Make sure that you get in touch. You can click the link in the description below and you could send us your voice notes and we could be reacting to them this time next week. So let's go back into the voice notes now and listen to this one.
All right, lads, my name's Owen, calling from London. So, my question today was just a bit of a fun one. So, if you were to put together 2 5-a-side teams, one full of the best left footers of all time, and the other one full of the best right footers of all time, for starters, what would your teams be? And who do you think would win?
Easy.
Personally, I think left footers would win
Great.
every day of the week.
Mate, this is such a good question. Great work, Owen.
Am I doing left foot? Shall I do left foot? You do right foot.
Okay, wait, I'm building a team, so I'm going to go my goalkeeper with a right foot.
Oh shit! I'll go check. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want him. I'll go Peter Schmeichel. Okay, best right-footed centre half. I'm having a proper centre half. I'm doing this structured, mate. I've got formation. I'm going to go John Terry.
Is he left-footed?
No, he's right. I'm right-footed.
Oh, sorry,
You're right.
mate.
I'm the hungover one.
Yeah. I need a left footer now.
A left-footed defender you need.
Oh, Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, he'd be good at this.
Maldini. Oh, I've got to go
Cole?
Maldini.
Ashley
I'm going
Cole?
Maldini. Not now. Maldini.
Okay. Right, I've got 2 midfielders. I'm going to go playing this game. I'm thinking really, really tactically.
All time, you put Terry in.
Centre half. How
All
many goals?
time.
Mate, we're playing 5-a-side. You're literally not going to score a goal past Schmeichel and Terry.
All time.
Yeah.
You could have gone anyone. Beckenbauer.
Beckenbauer's not better than Terry. Not better than Terry. Right, okay, my midfield. Right-footed midfielders. I'm going Frank Lampard.
Oh, for God's sake.
What? Mate, you're acting like I'm saying something crazy.
Of all time.
Yeah, Lampard. You need goals and defensive capability.
I'm going Adriano.
Okay, your team is all off.
My team's better than yours already.
Mate, I picked your goalkeeper.
Maldini over Terry.
You picked the wrong goalkeeper
Check
already.
and Schmeichel.
I've already
equal.
saved you with the goalkeeper. Okay, I'm going to go for another midfielder here. I'm going to go techie and skill. I'm going to go Eden Hazard.
Obviously, Leo Messi.
And then up front, I'm going to go Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, where's Pele?
Not in my list.
Where's Ronaldinho?
Mate, do you think your team beats Mike? I
Where's-
don't think it does.
Of course
You've got
it
no
does.
midfielders.
Messi's a midfielder.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Mate, he's not.
Left footer.
You've made a
Was
pig zero of this,
Maradona?
haven't
Was
you?
Maradona left
Left-footed.
Yeah, Maradona then. So I've won.
I don't think you have.
Maradona, Messi, Adriano smashes your
I'm
fucking
not sure it
boys up,
does,
man.
mate. You've got no midfield.
So what?
Okay,
It's
let's-
5-a-side, man.
Okay, can we?
You must be boring playing 5-a-side with. Fucking hell, getting people into positions. It's 5-a-side. Free-flowing football.
Mate, I just don't think that you've put together a good team at all. I think
What do you mean you can't run?
Mate, I told you check, and I think you've managed to actually achieve the impossible.
What, Maldini's
You've
better
put-
than
you've put
Terry,
together a team.
Adriano's better than Hazard,
You've put-
Messi's better than Ronaldo,
Look at the team.
Maradona's better than
Look
Lampard.
at the shape. You've managed to
It's
put
5-a-side,
You've managed to do the impossible, which is put Messi and Maradona in the same team that gets beat.
How are you a tactical for 5-a-side but not for 11-a-side?
Let's see. Let's put it to the comments. Whose team wins? Buvey's left or my right? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you to everyone for watching. Please do us a favour. Click subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. And click the link in the description below. Click the Discord and you could be on the show next week. Can't wait for it. Ta-da!